Hi, my name is Anthony Lolli, and I lost over 125 pounds in 9 months, and this is my transformation story.
Okay, what's crack-a-lacking? So, I watched this movie last night on Amazon Prime. A very interesting movie. I have to say I enjoyed it. So this guy, he was quite a chubby kid. You know, he's always been overweight, and he went into business. Try and cut a long story short, he was really successful, was self-made millionaire, done really well for himself. But by the time he got to his late 30s, 40s, he had some children, and his daughter said to him, "I don't want you to die because you're so overweight." And he was probably obese, at least 300 plus pounds. And this film was about his story, how he lost the weight and got in shape and actually went into a bodybuilding competition. So I'm going to do my little review on this, and what I want to say about the movie is this, is that it's a great transformation story, okay? It is really good. But my only critique of the film, before I start with the critique, I've got to say what he did was a fantastic achievement. Brilliant achievement, and I take my hat off to him. It was really good, you know, quite an inspirational story of how anybody, if they put their mind to it, they can, you know, you can lose the weight. But here's my little critique of the movie. So he starts off, he's tried a couple of times to lose weight, and he's always been unsuccessful. He's never really been motivated until his daughter said to him, you know, I think his children were his motivation to lose the weight so he can live a longer life, which makes a lot of sense. I totally understand that. I have kids, and this is why I exercise and keep healthy for my family. I want to see them grow up and have children, okay? Especially being an older dad. But the way he goes about it may put off some people wanting to achieve weight loss, because he puts himself through hell, through absolute hell to get the weight loss. He gets it off in 9 months.
And he had me doing all sorts of things, burpees, box jumps, push-ups and sit-ups and pull-ups. I was near dying every time I would go, but I would go back for more.
So, you know, he hires, throughout the film, I think about 5 different trainers. And a lot of them are, so this guy's quite a bit overweight, 300 plus pounds, okay? 22 stone plus, all right? Very overweight, not a tall guy either. So obviously he's carrying a lot of fat. And these trainers are beasting him. I mean, absolutely beasting him, doing burpees, box jumps. It's mental. I just don't, you know, for me personally, I would never recommend anybody who's just starting out in their fitness journey, haven't hardly trained ever in their lives, grossly overweight, to recommend doing box jumps, burpees, tire flips, okay? It's just you don't have to do that, all right? There's no need to start doing burpees and tire flips. Anybody watching this film go, oh my God, I'm going to watch this now. This is really interesting. You know, I'd like to lose a bit of weight. They're going to go, that? No way am I doing that. No.
No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. 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 Hell no. 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 I refuse. No. No.
So he goes on. I think he does something like sort of fitness training when he's doing all the burpees and things. Then he hires a weight training coach specifically for bodybuilding. Then he hires a nutritionist that he found on Instagram, right? Because he wanted to relate to someone who'd been through his journey. And this guy, I think Fat Boy Slim or something he's called on there. You'll see it if you watch the movie. You'll see. And so this guy's an Instagram influencer, I'm not sure of his qualifications. You may be highly qualified, don't know. Okay, and then he hires this guy as a nutritionist and brings him over, flies him over to where he lives, and has him living with him, cooking his food. He even takes him on holiday, right, to cook his food. Come on, now, I'd love that. I would be like, do I want someone cooking my food every day for me? Yes. Can I afford it? No chance. Okay, so it's not possible for a lot of people. Then he hires a CrossFit coach, and I think then he hires another coach later on in the film. So I think he has 4 or 5 coaches all the way along, which, if you can afford it, it's great. But I think that people watching this film will be a bit disillusioned into thinking this is what they have to do to lose weight. So let me just address some of these issues, okay? So you can see him being beasted all the time. He's doing weight training, he's training hours and hours a day, every day of the week. He's doing all these crazy exercises, really hardcore CrossFit exercises, deadlifting, power cleans, burpees, box jumps, tire flips. And it reminded me of The Biggest Loser. You know, when they make him train until they puke up. These poor people, they've never exercised in their lives, they're hugely overweight and they're puking up on the floor. That's not how you have to lose weight. There's no need to go through that, okay? Yes, exercise is a factor to help you lose the weight because you're burning off calories. So it's, again, calories in, calories out, okay? I can see that. But you don't have to do that much exercise. If you're starting out, if you've never exercised, just go for a long walk, okay? That's just all you need to do. They gradually introduce these exercises. As you lose the weight and get fitter and healthier, your joints get stronger, your tendons and ligaments get stronger. Then I recommend you can start upping your game a little bit. But until that time, start off easy and work slowly into it. Because how he didn't get an injury is beyond me, you know. And also, if no one exercised before, you're going to cause a host of problems. Injuries are the last. Well, you know, it didn't say on the film, but did he have a doctor's check before he went into all this exercise to make sure his heart is okay and things like that? I don't know. Did he have a physical? It didn't say in the film. Maybe he did. I don't know. But you don't have to go that intense. Do you have to train 5 hours a day, 7 days a week? No, you do not have to do that to lose weight, okay? 3 to 4 times a week is fine. Just 3 times, even twice a week is fine to start off. You just do something little every day even. And going for a walk is a start, okay? Get yourself moving. And secondly, what he's trying to do is, initially, he's trying to burn off tons and tons of calories through exercise, but not focus too much on his nutrition. And that's a mistake he made in the beginning, and that's why he hired a nutritionist to come in and help him with his food. So, if you were to look at it, so it's calories in, calories out. He was trying to burn loads of calories, and ideally, all you need to do is just reduce your calorie intake, not eat as much. Okay, you know, he was eating out a lot, going to restaurants. You know, eating a lot of high calorie dense foods. So he tried to just do tons of exercise to offset it. Really, I wouldn't recommend that. I'd recommend just cutting your calories back, exercising, you know, 2 to 4 times a week to start off. And again, 2 is absolutely fine. Gradually get into it. But you can lose weight without doing any exercise. I don't recommend that, by the way. But you can lose the weight not doing anything, okay? If you reduce your calorie intake, you will lose weight. It's simple as that. You don't have to go busting your balls, right? Balls to the wall, you know, puking up on the floor, sweat pouring out of you to lose weight. So I think, you know, if that's the way he wanted to do it, that's absolutely fine. And he may be one of these people who said to his trainers, this is the way I want to do it. So the trainer's in a dilemma then. So if someone comes up to you and said, I'm going to pay you, I don't know, £100 an hour, okay, to train me, but I want you to train me like this, and I don't want any other way of training. Would you turn around and go to the person? I mean, I would. I'd say, look, I don't recommend you train like that. I think you should train this way instead. I think that you're taking on too much. But he looks like the type of guy who would turn around and say, that's not what, he was very determined, not in a bad way, but he had it in his mind that this is the way I want to train. And if the trainer's not going to give that to me, then I don't want that trainer. So I think the trainers were in a dilemma, you know, that maybe they shouldn't have recommended that type of programming, but I think he was, you know, maybe demanding it. That's the way he saw it. He wanted to be beasted. So it's very hard for a trainer to put in that position. Do I take the money or do I beast him? You know, I've got to put food on the table, so I take the money maybe. So do you refer him to another trainer or do you take him on? It's a difficult decision for the trainers. I have to agree with that. Having done personal training, you know, when you tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear, okay, they don't like it. They want to be told that they're going to lose tons of weight in a short space of time and put on 20 pounds of muscle in 3 months. That's what they want to hear, right? But when I tell them that's not going to happen, and you know, you need to do this, this, and this first before you get that, and it could take, you know, a lot longer than what they're thinking, okay? They don't like it. They don't want to hear that. They look at the movies like this, documentaries like this, or The Biggest Loser, and see people losing tons of weight in a short space of time. That's what I want to do. But is it sustainable? No, it's not. You can't, you know, if you've got jobs and families and things like that, can you go train to the gym 3, 4, 5 hours a day, every day? Hire nutritionists, have personal trainers. You know, most of us haven't got that money to be able to do that all the time, okay? So you've got to look at something sustainable that's going to last you for the rest of your life, until the day you die, okay? These quick fixes, yeah, they'll do it. Perhaps initially, you know, they might work, but at the end of the day, it's going to come to a point where you can't sustain what you're doing. You can't sustain that intensity. Is it like, you know, so, and also what I found in the movie was it is obvious that a lot of some of the trainers he was using and himself had a little bit of help from some special vitamins. So again, it's portraying. Look, even if he did have a little bit of help from that, he still takes a lot of hard work to get that physique from where he was. Don't get me wrong. It's not some magic potion where you can just take the magic vitamin, sit back and relax, and then your body just gets in shape. No, that's not how it works. You've still got to work hard to attain your physique, and I agree with that. And if that's the way you want to do it, totally fine. I've got no problem with it at all. But for people who are just starting out and don't know much about fitness and nutrition, okay, and how things work, is that the reason I'm pointing over here is because the laptop's here and that's where I was watching it. Okay, so I'm not pointing over here randomly at the window. Right. So where was I? I've lost my track now. So that's right. Okay. So I don't want to get people to get disillusioned that, you know, they want to get in the same shape he does, and they don't realise that he was, you know, using it whether I don't know what enhancements it was, but definitely using some type of special vitamin. And I don't want people to get disillusioned who think, oh my God, that's what I want to be, you know, I want to attain a physique like that quickly. He did have a little bit of help. So bottom line is this: fantastic transformation story, and he did it in a very short space of time. you know, I hope that going forward in the future that he you know, keeps to what he's doing and keeps healthy and keeps fit for his family and his children. It's great, you know, and I take my hat off to him. I say, fantastic result. But I do think the film, it portrays a way of exercising and dieting a bit too extreme for most people. You know, and you don't need to do all this exercise. You don't need 5 trainers. Do I recommend getting a personal trainer? Absolutely. If you can afford a personal trainer, I highly recommend it. You know, they can help, but a good personal trainer should be able to teach you everything you need to know, okay? And then you should be able to do it on your own. So it's a bit like going to school or college or university. You learn your trade until you're able to do that job, career, whatever, without anybody teaching you. You're able to do it on your own. And it's the same with fitness and nutrition. So a good personal trainer won't keep you hanging on for years and years and years. They'll actually train you and teach you about training protocols, how to eat healthy, good nutrition, and you should be able to then go off on your own. Sometimes it takes months, sometimes it can take years, but a good trainer will eventually have you with enough knowledge to go off on your own and live the rest of your life healthy. Okay, well, thanks for watching. If you haven't seen the movie, I thoroughly recommend you go and watch it. It is an interesting watch. Let me, guys, if you have seen the movie, let me, guys, know in the comments below what you think. Am I wrong? You know, do you think that I've made some mistakes in my critique, in my review? I'm happy to hear what you think, what you guys think. Or do you agree with me? Let me know in the comment section below. And come on, hit that subscribe button. Don't be, you know, nah, I'm not hitting the subscribe button. Don't even like him. Look at his face. Look at his baldy head. Nah, come on. The baldy head's good. Actually, if I grew a little bit, I reckon I could grow a little bit, but I don't want to. Because it means you've got to get up in the morning and wash your hair and dry your hair and style it, put in wax and nonsense in it. I like it like this. Much easier. Low maintenance. Okay, anyway, I'm just waffling on. I don't know what I'm doing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.